Hello, today we are discussing SOLID, the principle of object-oriented design. The SOLID principle were first conceptualized by Robert C. Martin in his 2000 paper, Design Principles and Design Patterns. However, the acronym SOLID was identified later by Michel Fithers. Now let us see what this acronym means. Single responsibility. As we might expect, single responsibility principle states that the software entities like a class, functions or module should only have one responsibility. Further, we can say that it should have only one reason to change. Sounds quite difficult to understand. Let us understand this principle with simple example. Consider a Java developer Bob, who is responsible for Java projects in our organization. He is not responsible for anything else. The second principle is open-closed. Open-closed principle says that the software entities like class, functions or module should be open for extension but closed for modifications. By doing this, we stop ourselves from modifying existing code, rather we add new code for new functionalities. Let us understand this principle with our previous example. Our Java developer Bob, who is open to work with other frameworks of Java like Spring, Hibernate, etc. But he will not work with PHP or any other frameworks. Simply we can say that Bob is close to switch the technology. The third principle, Liskov substitution. This principle, Liskov substitution, which is arguably the most complex principle among these five principles. Consider the example. If class A is a subtype of class B, then we should be able to replace the instance of class B with instance of class A without disturbing the behavior of program or software. Now let us understand this principle with our example. Consider we have another Java developer Tony, who is alternative of our developer Bob. Then Bob can be replaced by Tony. The fourth principle, interface segregation. Interface segregation says that larger interface should be split into smaller ones. By doing this, we can ensure that implementation classes only needs to concern about the methods that are interest of them. Simply we can say that many specific interfaces are better than general interface. Now let us understand this with our example. Bob is good at API level and Tony is good at front-end level. Then we can split the API and front-end task between both of them, rather assigning a list of tasks to each. The last principle, dependency inversion. The principle of dependency inversion refers to the decoupling of software modules. High-level modules should not depend on low-level modules. Both should depend on abstraction. More on that, abstractions should not depend on detail. Detail should be depend on abstractions. This is quite confusing. Now let us understand this principle with our example. Bob and Tony are Java developers. Both should be depend on abstraction. Here we consider abstraction is our manager. Manager is just asked to perform the task. Bob and Tony both responsible for doing that task. Manager will not. These five principles makes a revolution to the world of object-oriented programming and the way of writing software programs. These design principles encourage us to write a more maintainable, understandable and flexible softwares. Over here, some words may sound complicated. We'll understand each principle with example in a subsequent video series. Till that, do share this video and subscribe my channel Java Goals with Chirag.